May 21st, and we're getting ready to take a look at what we have in store for us for May week for the end of the month trade. So here we're starting off with the calendar. Here's Friday, the day we just traded. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those trades next week will settle in the month of June, but trades of stocks and things that have time to settlement that trade on Thursday and Friday of next week will settle in June, not in May, because we go into a long weekend. May 31st, Monday, that is U.S. markets closed for Memorial Day. However, Europe and Asia, they'll be open, but only the U.S. is closed. And then after we get back from that long holiday on June 1st, that is a Tuesday, then we start into the new month. But things that were being traded back here on Thursday and Friday of the week going into the long holiday weekend will be settling in June. So we always look for a big change in behavior between what's going on, say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, versus Thursday and Friday. Okay, so that's what that's looking like. Here's our set charts, the daily open settlement price chart. Our all-time high monthly settlement was in April week 3. That was 41.91. We missed that today with May monthly OPEX settling only at 41.78.21. So that kind of set the tone for the day. And what we wound up doing was, here's our intraday chart. We wound up opening and rallying up early in the day. We filled in this gap to last Monday's close, where this whole sell-off, this kind of roll over and sell-off began 2 weeks ago. We filled that gap and looked above it, made a new high for the week at 41.8869, but then rolled over off of that. We broke down below the 20-day simple moving average, and we made a couple of attempts during the afternoon to get back above there, but that failed, and we wound up closing well below the 20-day. Around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, a huge surge of volume came out in the 41.80 Monday expiration calls and the 41.90s. Over 9,000, 9,700, in fact, moved in that 5-minute candle leading up to 2 o'clock Eastern time. I took it at face value initially as being a long bet that we were going to get pushed above 41.90, perhaps even getting that job done today, Friday, since these are Monday expiration calls. But these two attempts to get back above the 20-day made it clear that this was probably a short bet. So and then as you can see, as the day went on, all of a sudden this volume popped out at these 41.60s and these 41.70s. So with us closing all the way down at around 41.55, it says 41.56 here on this intraday chart, but when I show you the roadmap in a minute, you'll see that we closed down at 41.55. So we might even have sellers in there that are intending to push us even down and holding us down below 41.60 come Monday. If this winds up being a big head fake, we're going to come in on Monday and be pushing right up through this 20-day simple moving average and going on to close above 41.90 on Monday. We'll be taking out Friday's high and trying to close above 41.90, because then this was indeed a long call spread and not a short one. But just based on the way the behavior ended up going at the end of the day, it looks like that was a short bet, not a long one. Here's our roadmap, and here you can see it on a daily time frame. So when we come in on Monday, if we want to be bullish, we want to be looking for this 20-day simple moving average to go down or even have us gap up, open above it, and go and push above 41.90. If we come in and open below the 20-day, or if we just go ahead and make this sell-off that we saw into the close really push on through, we maybe open lower or even gap down open, and we're going to wind up breaking down below the 10-day simple moving average. We've got a little gap here between Thursday's open and Wednesday's close. We'd come down here and fill that gap, and if that doesn't hold, then we look to the 50-day, and if that doesn't hold, then we get into these two lows that were set over the course of the last 2 weeks. May week 2, that low, that made a new May low at 40.56, about 100 points off of where we just closed this week out at. And then this week's low came down to 40.61, holding a higher low against that. So we're either going to come down here, if we break the 50-day, we'll come down here and we'll try and hold a higher low against this stuff, reverse and close back above the 50-day, or if we break this set of lows, maybe we're finally going to go after these gaps here that we've been talking about till we are blue in the face, these ones that started off the month of April. So maybe there's something in that, in that we would fill in these gaps to end the month of May, whereas we put these gaps in to start the month of April. So that would be interesting. Something else to look at here is the bottom of our bull fork. A couple of days ago, the bottom of this fork rose up above that where those April gaps begin at 40.34 and change. If we were to simply come down and hold a higher low in here against the one made this week that we just traded at 40.61, or the May low altogether from 2 weeks ago, May week 2, that would get it down at 40.56 and change. If we were to come down here and just test that stuff, we're getting to a point where we would be holding and testing and holding above the bottom of the bull fork. The bull fork rises to 40.46 to 47 on Monday, and by Tuesday it'll be about 6 points higher than that, so maybe 52, 53. By Wednesday, that final day that we can trade and have things settle in the month of May, this bull fork will finally rise above the May low by that point. So maybe if we're going to get this task done of coming down here and testing these lows and touching this bull fork like we did back here in March and holding it and reversing, this would be the week to do it, because all the planets are aligning here with these lows that have been made so far. Okay, I hope that all made sense and you guys enjoyed this video. Please enjoy your lovely early summer weekend. I mean, it's gorgeous in Chicago. It's we're in the 80s and only going down to the 60s at night, so it certainly feels like summer here. Have a great rest of your weekend, and as always, good luck and good trading.